Hey there guys, it's me, Crafty Links, and welcome back to the channel. So today I am finishing up my 10-minute build that I did earlier this week, and it was a complete and total failure. So I am finishing up today, and oh my god there guys, okay, so a little random story about this house. So basically this house, now I kind of like referenced it off like a house I found on the internet, and I actually really like how it turned out. But I actually decided to name it the Abbey Manor. So basically it's based off the vampire sim that I made with Thomas TV just 2 weeks ago. And I actually really like it. I think it kind of suits her character a little bit. I mean, like originally it was gonna be like for like a light, kind of like a good vampire, who he doesn't bite into Sims and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? No, that is not Abby. Abby is kind of like, kind of like the little prayer, and she likes to, kind of sneak from her prey. So, she's not really much as kind of like a good vampire. She's more or less just kind of like more like the old-fashioned, taking the plasma from the Sims type of vampire. So it's very interesting. Anyways though, so I actually decided that I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of like a story today because I have to do this for about 15 minutes and I'm a little bit nervous about that. So basically I went to Twitter and I did a poll for you guys, and you guys said do you guys want to really kind of tell you about my first job failure? So I mean, you guys probably think it's like really funny, but it was actually quite traumatic. It was like, it kind of like shot my confidence from like 900 to 0 within like 2 days. So basically, okay, so of course, I'm not gonna like reveal like the company's name or anything because that's just shady. And Heike doesn't do, well, okay, Heike does do shady, but we're not gonna be shady here, okay? Because confidentiality. Okay, anyways though, so basically, so this was when I was about 18. I graduated high school, and so I was starting to look for a job because I was also looking to apply in colleges, even though at this point I didn't really know what the heck I wanted to do with my life. My life was just a big cluster confusion. By the way, guys, don't really feel pressured to go out to college when you're 18. Don't do it if you don't feel ready. Trust me there guys, retail sucks. If you guys like retail, that's one thing, but if you guys don't like it, well, trust me, you guys are really gonna not like it. Because I absolutely hated it. Retail was just not Hickey's thing. Anyways, though, so basically, I decided to go take a gap year, and I started to find work. So of course, being an entry-level student, being an entry-level person and having no prior work experience. Basically how I made money in my youth was a paper route and babysitting, because my mom has like a lot of these connections in my city. So basically kind of like dance parents and and people who volunteer in like the Boy Scouts kind of also as well, kind of said like, can your daughter babysit for us? And I love the kids I babysit for. They are just absolutely just amazing. I love the kids I babysit for. They're really sweet and really amazing. So basically, it was really discouraging because I could not find any work because, of course, they don't want to hire somebody who hasn't, really hasn't worked a day in her life. Really, hasn't really had kind of any work experience in her life. For me, it was more or less just kind of the fact that I needed a job, and I needed a job fast because, I wanted to make money. I really wanted to start saving up because college is really expensive there, guys. I am really broke right now. It's horrible. Okay, so anyways though, so after I think 3 months of looking and finding nothing, I decided to go to a job fair. So basically what a job fair is that it's kind of like the employers are all in like one space, and you just go around the tables and you start applying to places. Like, that was how it worked, and it was actually really nice because I actually landed, I actually found a job, and I was actually really looking forward to it. It was great. They have a lot of recycling stuff. They also are really sensitive to things like vegans and vegetarians and people who have really bad nut allergies. There was and of course any restaurant that you go to are kind of like aware of these dietary habits, right? And they can't promise anything. So I mean, like, you kind of like eat like your own risk anyways. But I mean, though, they were like really careful. Like, I mean, like, they sanitized like everything. If there was like somebody who came up through with like a nut allergy or something, they would like grab like a brand new pan and cook in that pan that hasn't been touched by like any nut product. So, I really kind of liked how like they ran like their things. But there was something though that was weird. It was the fact that they actually let me go after 48 hours of me working there. So basically, they told me I was like inexperienced, and this still baffles me to this day, where like they tell me that I was inexperienced, but they were well aware of this inexperience before hiring me. So what was the point in hiring me just to dash, an 18-year-old's, freaking confidence? I mean, at this point, like, I was, like, my self-esteem was shot. Like, I had nothing. Like, it was actually really hard to, have like, a high confidence, have, like, a high self-esteem. Like, I mean, like, like, things like my body, things like my hair, things, like everything was just, I mean, like, and not only that, but the fact I had nothing, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. So basically, like, it was just shot. And, like, it really kind of shook me up, when I went to other work. Like, I mean, like, it basically got to the point where, like, the first 3 months of my job were, like, really stressful because I was scared. Like, I was mortified. And, like, honestly, you guys, like, my first 2 jobs, horrible. Well, I mean, okay. If it wasn't for the fact that we're pretty sure about why they hired me just to fire me 2 days later, was to basically get, like, their license, to get, like, their business permit. And I mean, like, I can't really do much about that because, like, they can fire me because I was on probation. So, I mean, I couldn't, like, do much in terms of legality there. But it was just really weird because it was like, what? So you're telling me that I'm not experienced enough, even though you knew this well beforehand, and you still hired me anyway. So that's kind of like your own problem there. So I mean, like, I just realized how big of a fire hazard this house is. There's like cobwebs, and there's candles, and there's a fireplace. Like, fire hazard. Should call it like the fire hazard Manor. I don't even know. Okay, but so basically that was kind of how that was that it was like, I mean, like, I think you guys kind of thought it was like more of like a crazy, like how he did something like really horrible or like whatever, but trust me, there guys, it was actually like easily the most like horrible experience I've ever had, and for like a first job, it was definitely mortifying. Like, it was actually not mortifying, it was more or less traumatic. Like, I was really, like, hopes dashed. So, I mean, yeah, so, I mean, like, to this day, it's like, it's like, even, like, now, like, I mean, like, I'm not as bitter as I used to be about it, but it was just, like, at that time, though, it was just kind of, like, a really, like, unclassy move, on their part, and I mean, like, trust me there, guys, I have worked for, like, managers and supervisors that were, like, a little bit sketchy. I mean, like, I'm not gonna go into much detail about that, but there were some times that it was pretty sketchy. When I was working in retail, like, I mean, like, there was, like, I had a manager at one job who was just a little bit crooked, I guess, a little bit corrupted in a way, and like, I had, like, another manager who was, I really don't know how far I can go, without, like, completely trashing them, but, I mean, it was just, like, a really bad time for Heike. Like, I mean, like, it actually kind of shattered me just a little bit. Like, I mean, like, it actually, like, I mean, growing up, I didn't have a very great self-confidence. Like, I mean, like, I really definitely kind of struggled for a while after, like, that happened. The fact that, like, it sucks. Like, it was just, no. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically my little story for you guys today. I know it wasn't like really like the most interesting thing in the world. I mean, like honestly, there's like there's two better stories, but you guys want to hear this one, so you guys got this one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The Abbey Manor house will be on the gallery. I don't like throw out my my origin ID, but basically you guys can probably, but usually though I put down hashtag Crafty Simmers on the tag, so basically you guys can just like do hashtag Crafty Simmers and you guys will find it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye there, guys.